Now we are live, and tonight's conversation is about data in general. Newton, can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay. I'm an accountant. I live in São Paulo. I'm on Talk and Talk in order to improve my English, to train, to learn something new with teacher and friends here.
Yeah,
That's it.
This is the best place to practice English, to learn and to share amazing experience. I really enjoy being here with you guys. My name is Gustavo. As I said, my name is Gustavo, but people usually call me Barsta. I work as a software engineer. I'm also a former CTO here in this platform. So we are developing this application to make it better for you. And let's go. Let's have a conversation. I'm going to read the first question and then we switch. The first one, do you think the data is important and why? Can you start, Newton? What do you think data is important?
Oh, yes, I think it's very important because you can make business, and you have a place to put your programs, and for people who work with accounting, as I'm working with accounting, and this improve a lot the or how can I say, the way you do your job in accounting with data. It's very important for everything, for every business, for general things, in order to have a place where you can put informations in general.
Yes, exactly. I totally agree with you. We can collect this data, we can analyze this data, and it helps us a lot to improve the productivity of the team, right? So I really enjoy this topic. That's why I brought these questions for us to discuss. And how about you, Murilo? Do you think data is important?
Make sure, because companies compare data for improving your activities, and data today help make digital informations and documents, signature, and localized criminals, and helping medical, yeah, in general, and companies, yeah, a lot of things. Data, it's important, but it's important in security the data to against hackers. It's important to have a lot of points positives, but count points, bad points too.
Yes, we have some downsides, right? Some problems. We always like to talk about the great side of some technologies, but of course there are some harms and some things to keep in mind that, okay, we need to take care about this and that, right? And when you talked about the hospitals and how to treat patients, I really enjoy, because there is a robot, I think from IBM, I think it's Watson, what they call this robot, and it can prevent and can detect cancer better than doctors. So it's unbelievable, right? Because it
With
can analyze a lot of data.
with the data from the past help from the future, in the future, yeah. And we can make transactions, peaks, and between accounts or among accounts, yeah. A lot of situations.
Yeah, we are going to face a totally different world in the future, in the couple of next 5 years, for example. Many things can change, and with during the pandemic, a lot of stuff changes as well.
Yeah, when data can prevent another pandemic, for example.
Yes.
Get cases and study the case and prevent next pandemic in the future.
Yeah, to prevent the virus
Yeah.
to spread everywhere so fast, we can use this knowledge to help us. Okay. Murilo, can you read the question number 2, please?
Okay, just a moment. Now, do you believe that the massive use of data brings bad benefits or harm? And depends for the use. The data's benefits, data's for using incorrectly, yeah. And what mean harm?
Harming is to cause problems. So it's harmful. When it's harmful, it's dangerous. It can make problems, bring problems for us.
Okay. And massive use of data brings okay. For me, it's heavy. Have much caution with data because a lot of hackers for using malicious and data can conflict too and can prejudicate for the company. Depends of the use. Data it's important, but have much caution with them.
Yes, exactly. Also, some companies they need to be more ethical when they are leading with our data. Some companies they use this information too much and they start controlling the users. So this can be really a problem for the society. And Newton, how about you? Do you agree?
Yes, I agree with Murilo. I think it is not bad if you use it with good intentions and to benefit people to improve business, but some person sure have used to store informations to make bad things on the internet. And I think if the massive use, I think it's not bad, but some people, we have so many people, 1,000 people on the internet, and some persons unfortunately use to make bad things for people, for companies. That's it.
Yeah, and we see a lot of hackers and a lot of people trying to commit crimes. But
Yeah,
let's think about some different situation. Let's talk about the TikTok, for example.
yeah,
In TikTok, they use a lot of data, information of the users,
yeah,
and in some way they try to make people having more fun because they are bringing content that you like to watch it. But on the other hand, people are sleeping less because they spend too much time, browsing.
yes, yes,
So in that
yes.
case, do you think the usage of massive data that TikTok uses can bring bad benefits or can bring harm to the users?
I think in part good benefits. When you saw when you look at the point of entertainment, but it is a bad thing when you look at the point of people with so many time and people sometimes have mental problems because all the day, all the time, uh, it is it can be bad in this point of view. I think,
Yes, and it's really addictive, right? So
yeah, yeah, yes.
okay, so let's move to the next one. Newton, can you read the question number 3?
Okay. Is the privacy of data important for users or companies? In my opinion, I think privacy of data is very important for users or company because it's your sometimes it's your privacy, your intimacy, um, business. Oh, you have, for example, banks of so many informations about clients, companies too. And so I think it's very, very important. Privacy is, I think, is a thing that really, um, really important for people, for companies in general. This is a very bad, a very dangerous when you have some company or people that your privacy is harmed. I think.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I feel like we are facing nowadays a different problem because a lot of people they are sharing too much information in social media,
Yes.
and it seems like we are protected because nobody on the other side of the screen are going to know us in real life. So we feel like comfortable to share our information, but on the other hand, this can be really a problem because if some criminal find this
Yeah.
information, they can use it, right? So it's really uh, it's really important for us to keep our privacy, right?
Privacy. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. And Murilo, how about you?
Make sure for for both because user can bring a lot of bad bad benefits and companies too. User hackers can our data, your data, and use it for bank transactions, the send email, and send message for your parents, for example, and get money, get account, get personal infos, and and the companies companies bring lose money because lose customers depends of the case too. With data, hackers can get data for the company too, and prejudicate of a lot of, and it's important for private the data always.
Yes, and for the companies, there is another problem. If some strategy is exposed, another company can get this information, can use it, and can steal some clients from the other, can create a campaign faster or quicker, and this can make the company lose a lot of money, as you guys said. And I think that's the reason why we can see a lot of vacancies in LinkedIn, companies trying to hire professionals, right?
Yeah.
To protect.
For example, Facebook allows the market value because lose the data for your users, your customers. We, for example, and losing a lot of money because lose data, Facebook.
Yes, and there was the scandal about the Cambridge Analytica. I don't know if you guys heard about it, in which the Facebook used to allow other third-party apps to collect data of the users in a indiscriminated way. So those apps, they used all the information to manipulate a lot of stuff like elections and all other stuffs. And this Cambridge Analytica is a huge case in which you can see the use of massive data to manipulate people, just like you said. Okay, so I'm going to read the next question, guys. Let's move to the number, let's see. Okay, number 4. Do you believe that the privacy of your data is at risk some way? Can you start, please, Murilo?
I believe it because my data a lot of risk. And, in some cases, sometimes too, till today my data is security. I think not have new never case, never case until today. But it's important keep attention all the time, and when using internet, our sites, our platforms, apps too, and when clicking some links, I agree with the ask.
Yes, I agree with you. I think my data is at risk because we saw, I think in the beginning of the year or maybe last year, there was a scandal in Brazil. A lot of the data from almost every single Brazilian was released in the internet. They said the data was stolen from Serasa, I don't know, it was Serasa, and many information about almost every Brazilian was there in the internet. So I think, oh my gosh, more than 200 million data were there, even from people that is dead nowadays. There was the data at the internet, so unbelievable. And Newton, how about you?
Because with just one data, hackers can get another data for us.
Exactly. Yes. How about you, Newton?
Yes, I agree with you. I'm not confident about my data. I never, it never happened with me, but I'm not confident about the privacy of my data. And I have a friend, his account too, that all of your data was stolen by a hacker. He has many clients, and his program was stolen by a hacker. And the hacker asked him amount of money to how can I say, to devolver to the system for him.
Yes. Let me. I know it's like
It's very bad.
bribery. It's bribery when someone wants to collect money from you in exchange of other stuff.
Yeah, very, 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 very bad things. He has, as I said, he has so many clients, so many data, and everything was stolen in a time, in a second. It's very, very bad. So I'm not confident, but with data. But you have to work with data on the internet, and in my case, I buy on the internet, online stores, and but it's very dangerous. But you have to continue. What can I do? It's very, very, it's very, very dangerous. But we can go ahead. You have to go ahead.
Yeah, we need to, in order to live in this society, so connected society in so globalized world, we need to expose our data some cases, and also we need to protect ourselves in another case. And that stuff you said, worked in a company that I used to work there. The hackers, they invade the system, and they cryptograph everything. But fortunately, we had a backup of all the files and the systems, so we could restore everything, and no damage was done in the company. But they were asking a lot of money to, and probably if you, even though if you pay, they will never restore the files and
Yeah.
data, right? Yeah.
Just true.
Yeah, they're criminals. You cannot believe them.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move to the next one. So we were talking about the risks and our feelings about being confident or not, but what do you guys do to prevent the situation, to make your data more private and to protect yourselves? Can you start, Newton?
Okay. I have antivirus. I take care of my informations. I don't open some archives that you receive with email. I always look at something with desconfiança because something you know when you read something by email, I talk. It's very, very strange. It's very, very strange, these things. So I don't open something like this, and everything. When you receive in a cellular phone something like, oh, you win a prize. You have to be here, open, and you will receive a award, something like that. You have all the time to be very careful about things on the internet.
Yeah, you talked about something really that happens a lot that sometimes we call it phishing, where people send you a mail and they talks about some things they are unbelievable. For example, you don't have let's imagine you don't have I don't know, a car, for example.
Yeah.
Oh, your car insurance has a discount of 500 reais, and the guy says, oh, I want the 500 reais in discount, but you don't even have a car. So why do you open this kind of email, you know? So
yes.
And we see that there are a lot of users, they fall in these traps in the internet.
Yeah, it's true.
And how about you, Murilo? What do you do to prevent yourself?
I agree with you, and because today I keep a lot of careful with my data. I don't click in our links, and when I receive emails and no, and the emails, message for WhatsApp, SMS, and a lot of things. This exactly moment for I use it for prevent malicious people, so malicious virus data. That's it.
Yeah, that's important. I think also, as you guys said, I do it as well, but I think also another stuff we can do to prevent such situations is to not fill every single data in a form. For example, if you want to use some service in the internet and you don't even need to fill all the fields. For example, your telephone, your address, sometimes it's not required, it's optional. For example, in such a case, I don't put my information, and at some websites I don't even register myself. So if I see, oh, I think this site is kind of suspicious and I don't want to fill or to register, to give them my email address or my telephone number. So I think it's important to avoid such situations.
When situations is a lot of easy, it's not true.
Exactly.
Yeah. For example, earning a lot of money in 2 hours work per day. Per day. No, it's not true.
Click here to receive 1 Bitcoin in your wallet.
Yeah. every day
Yes.
I receive this news.
Yeah.
Let's move to the next one, and I really curious to understand about this question. Can you read the next one, number 6, Murilo, please?
Okay, have you not said an increase in the interest of companies to know your data? Yeah, make sure, because companies get my data for offer products for sales, and use it for marketing with them, and a lot of cases, and use it for my data, because when I access, for example, I want to buy TV.
Mhm.
When I open any site, appear a lot of TVs for me.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, it's important for companies for increasing your sales. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and also this is interesting because the part of advertisements, because sometimes you are talking to your friends about something and you have never searched in their social media before, but only by talking to somebody. I don't know if the voice assistant recognizes the words, and they started showing you campaigns and advertisements. Oh, I say, oh, unbelievable, guys! They are listening
Yeah.
to us. You know, it happens to me nowadays. I was talking to my sister, and my wife was with us, and she never talks about this subject. And she opened the smartphone in the social media, my wife, and she was seeing, oh, you were talking about this guy, right? So, oh, I never searched about him, you know. This is unbelievable. And how about you, Newton?
Yes, I have noticed the main in my email. I have received so many emails uh, from a company that never know about something about this company. And it's stranger. Every day the emails is increasing. Every day. You have to erase many emails, thousands, hundreds of emails every day. It's very, I think it's very. Have increased so a lot. This thing, as you said about internet too. Uh, um, so many products offering to you, but as you said, maybe I talk with a friend on the internet, and something was recorded. I think, but yeah, I think have increased. It have increased a lot.
Yes. Uh, in the spam, when you talk about the spam in our mail accounts, it's unbelievable because you talked about the when that happens in your main address, but in the spam folder, there is a lot of emails, and also in the main,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
In the main accounts, in the
it's
main
true.
folder, there are a
My
lot of
God.
spam. And also, I have noticed that the companies, they want our data more and more. For example, when I go to the drugstore, they ask me, "Oh, do you want a discount for this medicine?" Or and I say, "Oh yes, I want a discount. So please say what's your CPF, you know." And they use this information to say, "Oh, you want to buy this and that." And then they always say, oh, you like to buy this stuff. Don't you wanna, you have a discount today if you buy another one. So they understand that
So
you like to buy this stuff. So I think nowadays in the retail, the retailers that understand more about this is the drugstores, because they use it a lot. In the
yeah,
internet, I think Amazon uh, is using a lot of data to suggest some products for us as well.
yeah.
Let's move, guys. Let's move to the next one. Let's see. Number 7. How is user data collected, and does this ever benefit the users? So let's talk about the other situation. Do you guys think that the companies can use this data and this can be a benefit for the users? In what cases? Can you start, Newton?
Okay, in some case, I think it's a benefit in some case, but the majority of case is it's not to benefit users, because as I said about emails, you lost a time for to look about email in order not to raise something good for you, something that you work with. And I think the majority of the cases, it's not for benefit for users, only for company. I think you have lost time looking everything, and I think it's not for the benefit for the majority of the users, you know.
Yes. Sometimes they wanna only to increase their profit to make more money
Yeah.
using this data. Yeah. And Murilo, how about you? Do you think about what do you think about it? And do you have any case in which you think this can be benefit?
And I agree with you, Newton, because I receive a lot of emails unnecessary
Yeah.
when the company gets my data. The companies get data with the register
Yeah.
emails, password, address,
I agree with you.
inputs when they register in the site. The when some benefits because companies can better my experience in the platform, because I not in first time I passed get my data, and second time I not needing more, and the facility finding products because the companies know my
Preference.
that I like that
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
my life, and facility a lot of, and in some case, but in another cases prejudicial
Yeah.
bad benefits
I-
because it's necessary mails and receive a lot of messages, SMS, WhatsApp,
Yeah.
and in the past for my data get another companies too, in between companies. And, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, when you talked about the preferences, I think I remember about Spotify and Netflix, also YouTube. They understand a lot about this, so they know, oh, you like to watch this movie and that one, so I think you might like this movie as well. And I say, oh yes, I really like this movie. It happens a lot in YouTube as well. I follow some influencers, and they say, oh, give a try and try watch this video, this channel. And at the end, I ended up liking and enjoying this video. But on the other side, sometimes it's not good because they bring a lot of stuff for us to consume, and we get addicted to these platforms, and that's not good, right?
Yeah, it's true.
So let's move to the number 8. Why do you think humans are collecting so much data nowadays? Because in the past, I think maybe 20 years or 30 years back, we didn't use to collect so much data. And why do you guys think this is happening? Because nowadays it's easier or it's cheaper, there are more technologies. Can you start, Murilo?
Okay, because a lot of countries need our data for ship criminals and for inside the country, and for open the country, and a lot of things protected in some cases, and localized, for example, localized I in somewhere lost, and it can be happen, and that's it.
Yeah, that are some use cases we can help humans with this amount of data. I think also because we learned that using data we can do more stuffs in less time, so we can improve our society. We can do more stuffs with this knowledge. And how about you, Newton? Why do you think we are collecting more data?
I think it's due the progress of technology, and it is faster to help people. As we said at the beginning of the class, it's important. It's very important for development of the society in general things in our areas of our life. I think it is the how can I say, why that's why humans are collecting much data than before. That, as you said, 30 years, 4 years ago, and now I think that the development of the society, the progress, the technology, the necessity of areas, many areas of life, I think that's it.
Yeah, it makes sense because sometimes in some areas, some fields of the company, they want to understand the people's behavior, and they cannot do it by manually or maybe researching. They need to use data to analyze and to predict what's going to happen, right? So yeah, and the society wants to develop itself to improve and improve and improve, and that's one of the reasons. Okay, so we are facing the end. Let's move to the last question here, which is, do you think that it's challenging to limit the personal data that companies and government services collect? So is it difficult for us to limit and to protect and say, oh, no, you are not going to collect my data, I won't give it? How do you, what do you think, Newton?
I think that it has the limit. We have to have limit in this collecting, because as we said at the beginning of the class, again said I'm saying the same thing, but I think that to have limit, because privacy of people, security. I think the company they have to be more careful about this. That's it.
Yeah, but do you think it's difficult to limit this data collection? It's difficult for us to do it.
Sorry?
Is it difficult to limit the amount of data the companies will collect from us or not?
I think it's very difficult. It's very difficult because many business, many necessity of people. So I think it's I would like, but it is impossible. It's impossible to put a limit.
Yes, that's the problem, because sometimes when you say, "Oh, I don't wanna give my telephone, for example, or my email," they say, "Oh, so you don't use my services, right?"
Yeah. Yes. You've been stuck.
Yeah, so you ended up having to give your data because you want to consume that service or that product.
It's true.
Exactly. This is really challenging. And for you, Murilo, what do you think?
I agree with you. Companies should has limit to our data, and the proof of the case, it's how I said before, can pages are for us, bad benefits and in future, because companies only CPF companies get our another data for us. Only CPF, only mail, it's information more important for get another data, and they use it for well or bad, depends of the intentions yet, and the limit, the companies depends of the case to can losing the data, a lot of data. It's important keep security always for maintain everyday correctly goals, né? Yeah, for more healthy the persons. It's important because data it's cause a lot of situations.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not always that we are going to be successful trying to protect our data, but let's try, right, guys? Let's try to protect it and to be well, to try to not feel into traps and to fill every single form and give all the information for them, because we need to be careful. Oh, guys, I am going to share with you the link of the survey.
I'm gonna congratulations, guys. Those were all questions.
Yeah, we
Those are
answered all the
okay.
questions. Yeah.
Yes.
I really enjoy this topic because we can talk about a lot of stuffs and
Yeah.
it's so present, right?
Very important.
We live it every day, so I think
Yeah.
it's really important.
Good subject today.
Yeah.
Yes, I enjoy,
I
really
agree.
enjoy. Thank you, guys. So before we end, I shared with you the link of the survey. So if you want, please go there and suggest a different topics. Say, oh, I want to talk about this topic, and you can also give us a score and say, oh, it was nice. Give us the score you say it's better for the conversation. And also, I'm going to share the link of the video, the streaming on YouTube, so you can watch it later and say, oh, I was improving, and you can share with your family, your friends, and you can subscribe to our channel, okay? That's it, guys. Our time is up. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great
Thank you.
night, everybody. Hope to
Thank
see
you.
next
Good
week.
night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so
Bye
much.
bye. See you
Bye-bye.
next week.